That's tough, because that was good defense too. That was a tough shot, and that was just having the wisdom to use that step back. A lot of people use the step back in unnecessary moments. That's the perfect time to use a step back when you got a taller defender on you that's lanky, got a long reach on the closeout. So you bring them down, use your body a little bit, then back off them. Yo, that was elite. That was elite right there, man. That was elite right there. This game against Highland Park and St. Paul Central was their first meeting this year in the St. Paul Conference. And if you kind of been paying attention to the St. Paul Conference, it's actually mad competitive, more competitive than it's been in recent years. Hardin loses to Johnson by 2 points. Hardin loses to Highland Park in overtime. Highland Park loses to Central by 2. Then Johnson loses to Como by 7. Like I said, it's kind of everywhere right now, and it's still early, so I'm very excited to see how competitive it can be if people are going to keep on coming with that competitive edge, because some of these clips I love, man. Let's just check some of this stuff out real quick. The energy was there, man. Central's home crowd, student crowd definitely came up to show up to support their team, man. You know what I'm saying? And this kid right here, Seffi Winnington, I hope I'm saying his name right. He actually got some game, man. He got some game. Shout out to Alan Langford Jr. He came on the podcast for an interview and told us about him earlier this year. And I see the potential. Yo, this kid right here from Highland, a sophomore, this dude's like I'm going to have to see more of his games, but this game, he definitely showed that he's physical and he don't mind going hard, doing the dirty work in that paint. He got to be a football player. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a linebacker or some defensive end for Highland Park or something. I'm going to find out about that. I believe his name. Good-ass move. Good move right there. Highland actually got some decent players, man, that I actually didn't know about prior to this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we trying to be big on the St. Paul Conference, especially, the main, the teams. And when I say main teams, the top teams. But at this point, we can't just cover Central and Johnson. These other teams have shown some promise. So I hope the team success could translate, because definitely some talent in St. Paul. Like, that was a great move. Great move right there. Great move. That was nice. Let's see what Highland talking about. Come here, boy. Okay. All-time leading scorer. Put some respect on his name. Now, this game definitely was controversial. That's a rookie mistake. Now, to me, that was the controversial moment, the moment that Highland Park kind of gave the game away. Up until that point, Highland Park went on a crazy run. I believe they went up 7 points, and their coach subbed in a player that wasn't in the books. If you know sports, any sports, you know how that, well, at least high school sports, that's how it goes. It's like common sense to have every player listed that's on the roster that you plan on actually putting in the game. Really, every player that's sitting on your bench should be in your book, because why else would they just be there to take bodies? You never know what you're gonna. If people foul out, people get hurt. You never know. You ask me, that's when they messed up. A lot of people are gonna try to blame it on other reasons. Say the ref gave them Central the game. I can't say that. I could say that definitely it was a close game, and it was definitely close calls down the end. But when you look at that, that's vital. That's important right there. As a coach, you can't even make that type of mistake. Like, that mistake cost them a W. So if you one of those coaches that's like, trying to battle for that conference champion Twin Cities game, trying to get that accolade, you got to pay attention to stuff like that. But not even that, you should pay attention to that in general, because this is your job. So if you ask me, that was the breaking point of this game. The coach subbing in the player that wasn't in the book, and then you give Central 2 free throws and the ball back. They're able to go into overtime and pull it out. That's a momentum shift right there also, because you was up 7, and then a series of things happened, and then that ended up being the main thing that contributed to y'all loss. So if you ask me, just from my experience and just watching the tape, I think it was a coaching error. I can't say he got out-coached. I say it was a coaching error by him doing that. Other than that, I thought Highland Park had the game. So I'm definitely excited to see these teams play next time is going to be at Highland Park. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I will be in attendance. Somebody from TCS, Twin City Sports, will be there. So definitely looking for that because it's a little bit chippy and it was good in a real competitive way. So I like that. I like that energy back, man. But y'all stay tuned, man, because we got Johnson versus Central, man. That's going to be real interesting, man. I pray for a good game, man. But, this is me, Wayne. We out.